Hi everyone, let's start with installation of OBS Studio. This is a professional tool for video recording and it is free like and which is like really helpful while you are starting. So let's get started without any delay. This is already installed on my Mac OS. However, I'll still show you how you can do it for yourself. So going up here, how to install or maybe just type OBS Studio download. So you can see OBS Studio download. You can go to the first and then you can download it whether you have it for Windows or Mac. So I am doing it for Mac. Look, I can download it again already, although I already have it downloaded in my downloaded folder. So what I can do is it is there already. I can still show you how does it work. I'm not so is it like this is there and I had to bring up my another screen. Just give me a moment. So you can see, you can just drag it, and now it will say, oh, just I will say just replace. Okay, because OBS is in use, so I can't do it, but that's how you can actually drag it to your applications, and then it will be installed. It will show up in your apps without any delay. Like the main part is the configuration. I was using other tools earlier, but again, now then I realize, it's better if I use OBS for myself, and that is going to be really helpful. So as you can see, the main part is you can have different sources. For example, you can have whether an image slideshow or Mac OS audio capture, screen capture. So currently I have this screen capture. If I click on this and if I go on to properties, I can also change whether I want to use it for a specific application or a specific window or like display. Since I'm using for my display, which is again an airframe from Samsung, so this is what you can do, and then you can do what you can do is the main part is the settings in here. You go to the settings and you can select your video aspect ratio. Currently this is by default. I think that can be changed as well. The main part is where you want to store your videos and the quality of videos. So you can change the folder and directory where you want to save the video, and also the recording format. So this is by default. You can choose accordingly, and it will vary from one device to another. Since it's Mac, so that is the case. And in audio, you can have multiple options for audio, which is really good. I didn't see it in other studio recordings or like other recording apps. So you have option of multiple points for audio recording, and also which device you want to use for monitoring, right? And in advance, I'm not sure what we need to do in advance, but I think that should be uh, it should allow you to record videos without any delay, and and it depends on whether you want to stream a recording or start a streaming or start a recording, and on also virtual camera. So and the main part is adjusting your this is crucial, right? If you increase, you can set up the pixels based on your requirement, and you can set it up for whole screen. For example, if I use it for whole screen, it becomes like this, right? So based on that, you can do it. And this, I think this is going to be really professional. This really helps people to record quality videos, and also you can determine the quality of video, right? For example, output, you can choose between high quality, low quality, medium quality, depending on your requirement. Um, and this is also a replay buffer, but this tool is really advanced and accessibilities, and also when you are installing it for the first time, you would have to go into your let me show you. For example, I want to add a media source, right? Just for sake, like I'm just showing, what you can do is where do you want the media source from, right? And you would have to provide the necessary permissions in your system settings, I think, which is in here. You can just go to your system settings and provide accessibility to certain apps, right? The way you do. For example, let me see, because it does show up here. You can just type OBS, or maybe other settings, privacy and security. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, it will show up. It does automatically show up. And general, let me go in here. I'm just checking where I can provide the accessibility to display and DAC, accessibility, voiceover, motion, display, audio. So basically, you provide the access to your screen capture. That's what happens, as well as to your. So you can have multiple sources. That's the beauty. And let me explore another one. For example, I want to use an image, right? And now it wants me to browse. Where can I use the image from? Like, so I have. I mean, you can have your image in any format. So that's really good, right? And this is like you can customize it. Like the best part is you can have multiple sources, and also like in the properties, if you go to the properties in here, like let me go to another thing. Let me try other things because I want to video capture device. Like you can also change the video capture device, right? So there can be like a FaceTime HD or camera, or your, like, you can have multiple sources, right? Which is nice, and you can set a preset, so this tool is really good. I really like this OBS Studio, and this can really help you for good quality recording, either for like any purpose. It doesn't matter. And let's go to the audio mixer. These are multiple audio mixers, and you can click on settings. You can also manage it from here, right? So for different media source, you can change your audio settings, which is like cool, right? It's like a lot of customization. So and with this, you can either stream or record, or like studio mode is also there. Let's see what's in the studio mode. Studio mode is like this, right? You can have multiple screens, preview screen, program screen. So this is nice. And for example, I want to see hotkeys. So start streaming. You can set up the hotkeys as well, right? With hotkeys, you can just directly either do the streaming or the stop the streaming or recording. So you can add hotkeys, right? For example, I added this command plus R. So if I just click on R, it would stop the recording, right? So you can just set up hotkeys. It's like basically a shortcut for doing things instead of clicking multiple times. So I think that can really help people. Let me move on to the normal mode. And controls are there. Fade, scene transitions are also there, right? Cut. I wanted to see how it works, like, and the scenes are also in here. Video capture device, like you can set up your device, which device you want to capture from. Instead of manually doing things, you can set up so many things in here. And there is something, fade to color, Luma. You can also set this thing, media source. I also wanted to check. Let me bring it to the full screen and see how it looks. So this looks like this, right? You can, what you can do is, you can bring it like this, you can move it like this, and to set up your own screen resolution, how should it look, and this is really cool, right? And also you have profile, scene selection tools. Let's see what's in the tool, plugin manager, output timer, profile. So I think this should help people to understand. For example, it's not looking good, right? You can set up your whole screen, or like you want to hide the icons, just hide them. Depends on your requirement, right? If you want to do it the way you want to do it, it's fine. Because I wanted to see it like this. It's looking good, and I highly recommend this. You can download the OBS Studio using the link mentioned in the description. And I hope this video helps. And if you think it is helpful, please support me. Thank you.